meeting or two. But our first recognition is a recognition of Ms. Rose Tatum, who's the Volunteer Leadership Lab, and proclamation recognizing 2026 as International Year of Volunteers. Rose will meet me down in the front. City of Wilmington, North Carolina recognition reads, whereas the United Nations General Assembly has designated 2026 as the International Year of Volunteers for Sustainable Development, recognizing volunteerism as a powerful driver for achieving the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals and for building resilient, inclusive, and sustainable communities. And whereas the City of Wilmington's strategic priorities include community reliance, housing stability, education opportunities, environmental stewardship, health and well-being, and workforce development, each of which relies on strong partnerships between local government, nonprofit organizations, and engaged residents. And whereas volunteers across Wilmington play a vital role in advancing these priorities by supporting disaster preparedness and recovery, strengthening housing and education initiatives, promoting public health, development workforce skills, protecting natural and cultural resources, and expanding the capacity of nonprofit and public sector organizations, and whereas local efforts to strengthen volunteer systems, including shared platforms, coordinated engagement strategies, and the development of an annual volunteer impact report can help inform city and nonprofit planning, guide strategic investment, support equity and volunteer access, and demonstrate the measurable values of volunteerism to Wilmington's long-term sustainability. Now, therefore, on behalf of the Wilmington City Council, we do hereby recognize 2026 as International Year of Volunteers for Sustainable Development in Wilmington, North Carolina. And to say, Rose, thank you for everything you folks do. And I'm going to turn the microphone over to you.
Thank you, Mayor Saffo. And thank you, council members. So thank you for recognizing the role volunteers play in the life of our city. This proclamation highlights how volunteers are essential to advancing Wilmington's strategic priorities. The impact flows in every direction, from nonprofits to local government to hospitals, boards, civic organizations, and neighborhood level action. Volunteers are a driving force behind sustainable progress in Wilmington. These acts, both big and small, are the quiet infrastructure that holds our community together. Volunteering improves individual well-being, reducing stress and loneliness, strengthening purpose, building skills, and creating meaningful connections. Volunteers also strengthen organizations by expanding capacity, increasing visibility and advocacy, and helping missions reach further than they could have alone. And volunteers strengthen our city by deepening belonging, creating safer and more connected neighborhoods, improving outcomes for our most vulnerable neighbors, and contributing to a healthier, more unified Wilmington. That's why it's so important that we don't just celebrate our volunteers, but also invest in the systems that support them, strong volunteer programs, thoughtful leadership, and meaningful opportunities to serve. When we support volunteers well, we strengthen Wilmington as a whole. Thank you to every volunteer that makes this city a better place.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.